As United Auto Workers Union plans to resume talks with the big three Detroit automakers today, President Biden continues to weigh in on the strike, claiming profits have not been split fairly among workers.
Auto companies have seen record profits, including the last few years, because of the extraordinary skill and sacrifices of the UAW workers. But those record profits have not been shared fairly, in my view, with those workers. Workers deserve a fair share of the benefits they help create for an enterprise.
Joining us now to discuss is former Chrysler and Home Depot chairman and CEO Bob Nardelli. Bob, great to have you on the program this morning. As you look at what's happening right now with the big three automakers and the UAW, does President Biden have the diagnosis right, simply that profits have not been shared?
Yeah, well, good morning, and thanks for the opportunity. No, it's absolutely not correct, Will. I'd share some points with you, and you and Pete have walked the wall and talked about this numerous times. I mean, how did we get to this point where household income is not keeping up with inflation? And I understand that, and I support the need for, making that right, whether it's cost of living or what have you. But how did we get here? Inflation, right? So energy's up 40%. What caused that? Well, day one of this administration, they surrendered energy independence. This is the same administration that's forcing the auto companies to advance electric vehicles. Ford, my good friend Jim Farley, they've lost $6 billion in the last 2 years relative to EV. They just got a $9.2 billion grant to build a battery plant in Michigan. That's proof positive that Ford is not trying to punish the UAW workers, right? So a lot of this is self-inflicted. Now, I'm very glad to hear that they're going to sit down and try to negotiate, because this negotiation, Will, has become very, very polarized. It started with 46% wage increase, 40, now 36. It's 18% in the first year alone, right? What I think about overreaching is getting paid 40 hours for 32 hours a week. Technology has advanced, but I don't know how you make a car when you don't have workers there on Friday.
Right.
If you look at the pension program, again, another overreach. It's just impossible to step back and repay people that have lost pension, since 07, 8, and 9. Most companies today are having to abandon the pension program because of the major cost of health care. So those are the two things I think are overreaching. I understand household income needs to keep up with inflation, Will.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think the workers have a point with the rate of inflation. They have to see commensurate raise in wages to keep up with the cost of living. On the other hand, the automakers can't lose money on EVs and expect to give raises to the workers. You're in a bit of an impasse. Take a look at this is the projection of the financial implications of a 10-day strike. Ford, $1.5 billion in losses. GM about the same. And by the way, that makes its way to the consumer, right? I don't know how long it would take, but if we have a slowdown in production and we have a restriction in supply, prices of cars go up.
Yeah. Well, Will, let me say this. I lived through this in 07, 8, and 9 with Chrysler, and those estimates are woefully short of the impact. United Auto Workers in the auto industry has a very broad and deep set of tentacles that goes into this economy. Just think about this. So for every one UAW worker, my recollection is about 10 workers that support that. So we're talking about 1.4 million potential workers that will be impacted from tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's think about all the dealerships that are out there that are going to be impacted. What do they do, Will? They start to raise prices on their inventory because they're going to run short, and they try to get enough cash to make it through this dip and this strike.
Right.
So this woefully underestimating, and it has a globality effect. And the timing on this, Will, look, I understand the UAW ended in line, right? UPS, American Airlines, the dock workers, it's their turn. And this is all the result of this administration forcing the impact on these household incomes not to keep up with their administrative costs.
What a cycle, right? Forced policies, inflation, strikes, more inflation. What a spiral of economic activity. Bob Nardelli, you're right. Pete and I will go off the wall again today, by the way, to talk about this. But we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you, Will. Have a good day.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.